Hi guys, Ben here from 100mman, and we have 24 days, 20 hours to Ironman. It's exciting times. Time's ticking, the hours are reducing, and I am looking forward to getting in the sun, getting on my bike, getting in the sea, and treading out some decent miles in the week prior to, or the few days prior to Ironman. Everything seems to be going good at the moment. You know, there's nothing really to report this morning. Just dropped my son off to school, on my way for a 2,300 metre swim. Nice and slow, nice and easy, no time restrictions. Just getting in the pool and working on it, getting it done. Today I'm going to probably just focus a little bit on my hand positioning as it goes into the water. If you saw one of my previous videos, I managed to capture some footage of myself on the pool. I was happy with the elbow position. It was just the hand was slightly high. The hand was higher than the elbow at some points, so I've just been working on that. Try and get some footage maybe tomorrow, or certainly later in the week, to see what progression I've made and whether I'm actually consciously doing it now. The sun's out, rest day. It's recovery week actually, that's what's new. It's recovery week this week. It'll be the last recovery week before the week before, the taper before. So all is good there. This evening I have a spin session on the bike, on the turbo. Not sure how far or what the time is. It's going to be around about the hour and a half mark, I reckon. Between an hour and a half. I will check later. It's a shame that I can't get out this morning and do a swim this afternoon, but I've got to be at home for my children this evening, so I'm not going to be able to get out to the pool. So, doing the best of what we've got, that is what we've got for today. A few work commitments to catch up on later on, so I shall be sorting those out. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. Speaking to a couple of guys yesterday with some triathlon experience on the shorter stuff, by no means experts, by no means professionals, and we were talking about the fueling, the hydration, working on or certainly talking about the ensuring that I had some UV factor sun cream for the day. One of the persons that I was speaking to, she had severe sunburn on her back. Now, I've gone for the Dave Scott long course suit, which actually covers the shoulders. So for me, I'm definitely prone to having some kind of skin damage on the shoulder if exposed to heat for any length of time. So that was a really good choice for me. In T1 and T2 there's going to be some sun factor in there, the non-sticky kind. I'm not bothered about catching a tan on the day. I'm not bothered about looking white and creamy as a result of suntan lotion. I want to look like I'm comfortable without any chafing or sun damage, so need to have a look at some sun creams. Apart from that, I'm pretty much there. I'm borrowing a friend of mine's bike box. I'd already thought about that. Bike boxes are expensive, and number of rental services online that you can use, but if you know someone that's got one already, they're not using it, they're willing to lend it out, then ask, because if you're travelling in any distance, you know, you certainly want something that's going to be suitable. At the very beginning of this, I was debating whether to hire a bike and not actually take one with me due to a couple of things. One, the cost of the bike itself. Two, the transportation of the bike. I'm not a great fan of airports. As you know already, if you've been following me, I kind of like being secluded, a little bit introverted. Don't mind large environments, short periods of time, but being stuck on an aeroplane, then having to wait for several tens of minutes for my baggage to come through, and then for the large items, the bike boxes, etc., is not my idea of fun. I like getting in and out of airports as quickly as possible. So there was that factor. In the end, I've opted to buy a bike and take a bike. So one of the things I've got to deal with start to think about the travel day itself. There's not any early starts and there's not any late evenings. I'm kind of travelling midday. I think there was a universal pull and guidance there for me anyway, because the earlier flights weren't available. So travelling around about lunchtime, arrived there mid-afternoon, and yeah, it gives me an opportunity to get there, get comfortable on the Tuesday evening, and then have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, race day Saturday, and then the Sunday, the Monday, the Tuesday off, which is all good. So that's it for now. I will catch up with you after my swim or later this afternoon. Hi guys, Ben here, and it's the end of the day. Today I was meant to have a second training session, and I'm not going to be able to do it. It's the first time in my 100 days to Ironman training so far that I am going to have to, despite everything that's happened so far, miss a session. It's for a number of reasons. One, I'm running out of time. I've got some project commitments that I need to finish by the end of the day. They need to be submitted, and because of the time zones I'm working in, I've probably got another 3-4 hours worth of work to do. I could squeeze a session in now real quick, but I'm tired already from the day's work. So I have made the decision to not carry on with my session of the day. It was an hour, not an hour and 15 like I thought it was earlier. It's only an hour on the bike, but diary management, time management just doesn't allow it. So this video is going to be going out late. Doesn't look like it's going to get uploaded today because I'm not going to have the time just to piece this morning's video, the clip it of my swim and this video together. Just isn't going to happen. I'm actually just boiling the kettle at the moment to make a coffee. It's late in the day. It's like 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. GMT, and I'm having a coffee, so that just indicates how late I'm going to have to work. Yeah, it's annoying. It's a bit frustrating, really. First session, despite everything that's happened, you know, funerals, losses, everything. Today, one training session is going to be missed. Now, I'm sure in the broad screen, in the bigger picture, it's not going to have any effect physically, but psychologically in my mind I'm thinking, you know, should I make up a session tomorrow? I've only got a run tomorrow, so should I do a run and a ride? But I'm not. I'm going to draw a line under today, move on. My legs are tired anyway. I feel tired, I feel exhausted, staring at a screen all day. And despite actually it probably doing me a world of good, jumping on the bike just for an hour and then having a shower, waking up and then having a coffee, I would like to have a relatively early night. So, decision is not to get on the bike for an hour session. It's an hour's easy session anyway, but that's not the point. I set myself a target over 100 days, and yeah, so it's annoying, but it's life, and you know, it's one of those things. So move on. Tomorrow's going to be another day. I have a run tomorrow, and that is it. So I will catch up with you in the morning. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for following us. Thank you for all the comments. A couple of guys have commented on the Garmin video that I popped out a couple of weeks ago with regards to my Garmin 910 XT. Brilliant watch, really like it. 920 XT's out. Would like one of those, but when I bought mine it was still over £400, and I felt that the budget just wouldn't, well, it just wouldn't reach that far with the expense of setting up from scratch. So yeah, I got the 910 XT, good watch, highly recommended. The kettle's boiled now, it's time to go and make that coffee and get back to work. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Catch up with you tomorrow. Please subscribe using the link below, and I will see you first thing tomorrow.